Hey everyone. So I thought I would come to you via video this morning instead of trying to type everything out for the week because it was going to become a lot of information. This video I think will work better to get everybody updated. So update number one, first of all, last week's assignments. Thank you for everybody who diligently worked on last week's assignments. I know some of you put a lot of effort into them and trying to get them right. And even if you didn't get them perfect, that's okay. I saw a lot of growth from some of you who are very new. I know because of your messages and stuff, you spent a lot of time working on these assignments, and I appreciate that and understand that growth is more important sometimes than always getting everything right. So that being said, don't underestimate the importance of getting everything right, as you will see in some things that I'm going to post to you. But for me as an educator, growth and willingness to work in growth sometimes count more at the end than it always just coming easy to you. So if you submitted everything, even if it wasn't perfect, understand that I know that, and that means a lot to me, and ultimately will mean a lot at the end of the semester. Wink, wink, hint, hint. So it's more important that you're trying. Now, that being said, you will see on Blackboard this morning an assignment that says 324 resubmits. So this is your opportunity to take all of the notes that I gave you. If you haven't looked yet on your gradings, I gave you all notes about try this, or this wasn't quite right, or this was spot on, great job. There was a lot of this was spot on, great jobs. So if you haven't yet looked at your notes from your grading, please make sure that you do so. And then take those notes and use this resubmit opportunity to use those notes, make some changes, and then get all your points back. So some of you are worried about your grade. Again, keep in mind, as long as you're trying and working and growing, I wouldn't get too panicked. Now, those of you who didn't submit anything, that's a different story. But use this as an opportunity to resubmit, to keep growing, to get your points back, but more importantly, to work towards accuracy, to work towards accountability, and again, to be growing as we are working through those. Now, if you are confused about the notes that I sent you, or still feeling apprehensive, I want to offer you this week, and this will be this moving forward. If you have any questions about this assignment, you can email me and we can set up a Zoom meeting, and I will walk you through all 4 sections of last week's assignment, and that goes for this week's assignment and all assignments moving forward. I am happy to Zoom with all of you to help you understand your assignments. So I'm available for Zoom Monday through Thursday from 9 to 5. If there's something that you need, if you need something outside of that time, email me, ask. Most likely I'm going to say yes, considering that nobody's still allowed to really go anywhere. I'm sure that I will be available outside of those times, but I would prefer to kind of keep it within that time chunk. So set up a Zoom appointment with me, and we will walk through everything and make sure that you understand everything that you're doing on any of your assignments. So resubmit for next week or last week's. This week we are going to do some different exercises that help us start to really hear what specific intervals sound like. We've worked on this some this semester. We've started to label things like so mi is the minor third, or mi to la is the perfect fourth. But starting this week, we're going to spend some time really honing in on those intervals. The reason why is because I'd like to still be able to start to introduce some altered tones and different things, because my goal is that by the end of the semester we'll be able to put together a recording of us making music together. So this is all building towards a larger goal. The steady beat accountability with the metronome, these fine-tuned interval skills, and things that will be introduced in the next week, all working kind of towards that goal of as much as possible making music together in this trying time. So you'll get today an assignment that starts to talk about the theory behind intervals. And then after our Zoom tomorrow morning, so tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock Zoom, we will do some work on what those specific intervals sound like. And then you'll get some assignments along those lines throughout the rest of the week. So that's what you can kind of count on for this week's work. Again, if you're confused, please set up a Zoom call with me for that work. A couple things for tomorrow's Zoom meeting. Number one, I'm not teaching you from bed. Sorry, but you can get up and you can find a chair and you can Zoom appropriately. So let's throw that out there. It's time to kind of step up here when it comes to these sort of things. And just as a note, you really shouldn't be Zooming from bed for anybody else's calls either. I've talked to some different professors as we've been checking in with each other, and they've shared some of the same things, not specifically with you, but just in general. So this is class. This is what we have as our version of class, whether it's mine or Dr. Gladwell's or Miss Constancio's or whoever it may be. This is class. So get up and be ready for class. Again, anybody's class, you should not be Zooming from bed. It's kind of disrespectful, so let's change that if we could, for me and for your other teachers. Number two, I need to be able to see your faces at all times. You can get away a little bit with math, with maybe they don't necessarily see your face and what you're doing, but my request for all of your teachers is that your faces are on the screens so that we know you're watching, you're participating, you're listening. I realize there's a lot of things that we can't control as professors on Zoom, like whether you're on your phones, if you really are doing what we're asking you to do. So this is a time for you to show us that you are adults. You want to be treated like adults. Well, now's the time to show us that we can trust you to do that. So you need to be watching and participating. There were a few of you that were spot on with that last week when we were doing our Zoom. Alex, I think you showed a lot of leadership as choir president with being right there, and you had your hand signs up on the screen so we all could see them, or at least I could see them. So I appreciate your leadership. So this week, let's all be like Alex and make sure that we are doing all the activities. I know it's weird. It was weird for me to be teaching in front of an empty classroom. I know it's weird for you to be sitting in your bedroom or your car or wherever doing these different activities, but this is the new normal for now. So, give it your best shot. Give it your 100% best effort so that we can make sure that, again, we are growing even in this different set of circumstances. So that's my expectation moving forward. We will still be taking attendance. So if you are Zooming from your bed or you are refusing to show me your face and refusing to show me that you are doing the activities, then don't be surprised if that counts against your attendance. I don't want to have to be like that, but last week showed that maybe we need to put some of those parameters in place. So a couple other things moving forward. Again, reminders, Zoom me with questions about your assignments. Try last week's assignments again. I was a little disappointed in a few of those submissions because all of that is things that we had gone over. So I'm gonna kind of call you out a little bit and say that we need to think back to all of the things we have done. Those 16th notes we did a lot of when we did the Hallelujah Amen. So I know those of you that are new this semester didn't do that with us. But those of you who weren't new this semester, those are things that we've done. So let's make sure that we are using the notes that are provided. I will continue to provide notes on different things that might be tricky. Use the notes that are provided for you. And then, use your brain power. Y'all are smart. You all are capable to do these exercises. So dig deep, think through, and make sure that we are using our brain power. This is Monday, so I want to give you a motivational Monday. I talked to you last semester and I said if I could give you the best piece of advice, or give college students the best piece of advice, it would be to put the have tos before the want tos, and balancing those have tos and want tos. Well, today, if I could give you the second biggest piece of advice for success in college, as well as success in life, it would be this: figure it out. That is those 3 words: figure it out. Probably, the best piece of advice for success in life, in school, just in general. So sometimes we don't always understand things right away. And I think that a lot of us showed this past week that our best option was to give up, or get frustrated. And I hear a little bit of this from some of your other professors too. But figure it out. Don't give up. Don't get frustrated. Work hard and figure it out. Whether that be how to do the counting example, whether that be how to post it to Blackboard as requested, whether that be how to submit your biology assignment as requested. Sometimes in life you just have to do what you have to do to figure it out. Now, ask us questions as your professors. We will help you through everything, but at the end of the day, it's your responsibility to get it done. So sometimes that requires Googling, sometimes that requires, again, asking questions, but you have the world at your fingertips. So utilize that and figure it out. So let that be your motivational Monday going forward. So I will see you all tomorrow morning. I am super looking forward to that. You have no idea how hard this has been on us professors to be preparing lessons, and at the end of the day, sending them out and not being able to interact with students. Especially you guys, I miss you a lot. It's been very hard on me not seeing you all every day and not making music with you, not enjoying your company. There's so many of you that I look forward to seeing, just to see your bright shining faces. Like Miss Tori, you come in every day and you're always, how are you, Miss Wiseman? And asking me all these questions about me and just caring about me and everybody else. And I absolutely love that. I miss some of you who have stepped up so much to be leaders in class and growth. Those of you who, ladies, were in that soprano 2 section last semester, and no offense, Chloe, but the rest of your section there, a couple days when you had to be out, man, they stepped up big time. So it's Jacqueline and Krista and Bailey there, and I absolutely miss seeing that growth, and I was looking forward to seeing what you could do. Hunter and Justin, your goofy ways that make us all laugh and smile every single day. I'm missing all of that. I'm missing all of you in this time. So it's hard on me. So I look forward to seeing all of you tomorrow morning in Zoom. Wide awake, out of bed, ready to sing, ready to learn and make music. But it does my heart happy. It was a lot it was a lot for me to be able to see you all on Tuesday of last week. So I'm looking forward to it again tomorrow. So I know it's a longer video, but like I said, that would have been a lot to have typed out. So appreciate you watching. And this week I will be more on top of your daily grades and helping you to make sure that you're on track daily. I had attended to do that last week, but this is a lot of work for us professors to transfer everything from an in-person to an online situation. But I am actually now ahead of the game so that I can be daily interacting with you on your grades. So I will be more on top of that. One more time, please set up Zoom appointments with me. So that if you have questions, I can answer them. You can always continue to email and to send me remind messages. But working through things on Zoom is probably the best way to move forward if you have questions. So I will see y'all tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.